Welcome to the first of the October discussions of a year in a day in a life of Anton Bruckner as part of the Bruckner200 birth anniversary celebrations, which will culminate next year on his birthday. October is something of a sort of sad month. It's the 11th of October is the date of Bruckner's death in 1896 and his funeral 3 days later. There seems to be more than one funeral procession because of the notoriety and the sort of fame that he had achieved late in life. October is actually quite a lean month for significant dates, which in some ways makes things a lot easier for me to read different things out or take out different aspects that we can discuss. So the 7th of October was the first performance of the Ave Maria, which is WAB 5 in 1856. There are 3 settings of the Ave Maria. I think it's number WAB 6 is the one that is most well known and most recorded, but I feel the whole Ave Maria topic warrants a separate video, so we'll leave that at the moment. The 8th of October in 1893 was the first performance of Helgoland, Bruckner's last completed work, or so it is said. But of course, there is the question of Symphony No. 9 and the finale. So last completed choral work, I feel, would probably be the more accurate description. I have covered Helgoland in some detail on the main channel some time ago, so I will put a link to that particular video. The lyrics are by August Silberstein, who it was no stranger to Bruckner, as it, so to speak, in that he'd set lyrics of Silberstein to Gemeinenzug and, if I can remember, where is my notes here? Oh yeah, and Vaterlandslied, Fatherland Song, WAB 91 in 1866. It's a 317 bar long work in G minor, scored for male choir and orchestra, and includes cymbals. It's a fantastic depiction that I feel captures the power of the sea in particular, and how expressive Bruckner could be. It's in some ways you could say it's Bruckner's Flying Dutchman in its orchestration. My personal opinion, of course, on this one. But what is interesting, it's in the key of G minor. As I speculated before, in relation to the human energy centers, the root would be associated with the key of G. And looking at the lyrics to Helgoland certainly seems to imply that. So I'm going to read you the English translation, which I find very interesting, very illuminating in what is said. So it's August Silberstein's lyrics that Bruckner set to music, and this is an English translation. On the North Sea's most distant horizon, ships appear that resemble clouds. In billowy waves with tension on the sail, the Romans approach the Saxon Isle. Alack, the holy lose hitherto preserved, the peaceful home surrounded by trees. The settlers are aware of the adverse armada, everyone being worth living, as they also steal life. Even those who hesitated now rush to the shore, for looking with tears in the eyes is of no use. Thus from the most valuable bosoms a prayer is sent to the sky. Thou who art enthroned in the clouds, who hast thunder in thy hand, and who demandest tempests, be benevolent upon us. Let dreadful storms bluster, lightnings fire, and smash yonder foes. Lord, our Saviour from death and bitter hardships, Father, and look, the wave that was billowing turns into froth-like foam. The winds arise, and they bolt fiercely. Even the brightest sails are darkened. The horrors of the ocean are relinquished. They burst the masts and the bows. The all-igniting arrows of lightning strike them while thunder accompanies their flight. Now, enemy looter, you stay as a lute, sunk in the ocean's depth, dashed to the sand. Your ship's wreckage floats towards the island. O Lord, the free Helgoland praises thee. Now, what I find interesting about this, it's talking of Roman invaders against the Saxons, considering that Wagner was a devout Roman Catholic. I wonder if he ever made the connection between Rome and Roman Catholic. But what is also interesting, and I'll put the link into the video, which shows you depictions of Helgoland. Now, in this poem, it talks about the peaceful home surrounded by trees. But if you look at depictions of Helgoland today, one thing that is very apparent is the complete absence of trees. So it's a very interesting topic, and a wonderful piece of orchestration, and Bruckner at his finest. It's a perfect swan song as his last choral work, I feel, and his mastery of the orchestration is just such an uplifting joy. Okay, my personal perspective, you may not share that, but at least have a listen to it. It's about 14 minutes long, I believe, and just judge it for yourself. Close your eyes and just feel that music, feel what Bruckner is expressing in the tones, and does it strike a chord with you? Until next time.